Greetings, this is Spec Ops 56 and my faithful Indian companion Jonto saying Happy Independence Day, and this is our Independence Day Spirits Review Part 1. We're not only, or at least I'm not only celebrating our country's Independence Day, but I'm celebrating the 22nd anniversary of my own personal Independence Day. Briefly, on July 4th of 2003, I woke up in the hospital in Charlotte with a brand new transplant kidney. And that was my personal day of independence. So this day has a double meaning for me. And if you're interested in the story of my transplant, it's one of my earliest YouTube videos on my channel, and I'll put a link to it. There's two parts. I'll put a link to them in the box below. So until then, our Part 1 Spirits Review is the Selvarey White Rum. I purchased this on the 2nd of this month, so just a couple of days ago, from the Kroger ABC store. The regular price was $34.99, and that's what I paid. Now, when I was in there looking for stuff, I saw this, and of course the bottle really caught my eye. I've never seen a rum that was in a bottle of this type. I've seen vodkas that are in these type of fancy bottles, but never a rum. So I decided I was going to get this one. Let's see. Now, this is this. Now, like I said, I got this at the Kroger ABC, and I didn't get it at Total Wine because it is no longer available at my local Total Wine, but it is available in Tampa, Florida. And if you get it down there, the cost is $28.99. That's at the Total Wine. Now, this is made in Panama. It says creation of international music sensation and lifelong rum aficionado Bruno Mars. I had no idea about that when I bought it. Handcrafted in the jungles of Panama, Selvarey elegantly blends 3- and 5-year-old rums, distilled in 1922 copper column stills, and aged in bourbon casks for the perfect rum to sip or mix. The perfect base for classic rum cocktails like the Mojito and Piña Colada. It also elevates simple mixed drinks such as a rum and coke or rum and ginger beer. The ABV is 40%. Now, I don't have a ginger beer, but I do happen to have a ginger ale. So we will be trying it with that after we're done trying it straight. We'll see how that is. So you see this odd bottle? Okay. It never fails.
Boy, they got that one sealed.
No kidding. Yeah. I'm a man. I don't need a knife. All right. Well, let's this
Looks like water.
Yeah, I got to put a little bit more in there because we're doing it on ice too, and then we're going to do it with some ginger ale. Okay, there. Yeah, you're right. It looks like water. I don't see much point in holding it up, but I'm going to hold it up anyway. Just because I can.
Got it.
All right. All right, come on around.
Be right there.
I'll put that back over there. Okay. It didn't really give any kind of, I couldn't find any nose notes or tasting notes or anything like that, so I have no idea what it's supposed to taste like or smell like.
Whew. It's got a nice steep alcohol.
I was going to say it's got a bit of a burn in the nose.
That's
Oh,
about
that's all I get.
Yeah, same here.
And the more I sniff it, the more tingly my nose gets. Wow. I thought we'd smell something.
That's just like
Mm.
grain alcohol.
Yeah, it smells like it. Hopefully it won't taste like it.
Got a nice sweetness.
Got a lot of burn. I got the sweetness, and I got burn.
That's all I'm getting
So far.
so far. But we're not done yet.
No, we aren't.
Whew. That will definitely open up the pores. What kind of cask? It was aged in?
Bourbon cask.
Bourbon, okay.
I don't taste any bourbon. I get the burn and the sweetness. And the sweetness has a specific flavor.
The bourbon's right on the end.
I ain't getting anything I can identify as bourbon. So far, all I'm getting is
A sweet burn.
is burn and sweetness. And there's a note to the sweetness that makes it taste like it's a specific sweetness.
Mhm.
It's not honey. It's not molasses. I think it could be sugar cane because it tastes like sugar water.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sugar alcohol. So, as far as bourbon, I haven't got any kind of bourbon note on it.
See if you can get anything right at the end. I'm getting a little bit.
It's hard to get much past the burn.
Yeah.
There's maybe just a very, 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 very light
Hint.
wood note. Nothing that says bourbon.
Yeah.
But at the very, very end, a very, very light wood note, maybe. I can't say positively.
Mm-hmm. We'll try
Let's see.
two.
Yeah, let's see what a couple of cubes will do for this. And then I'll go get the ginger ale.
Alright.
Now, it should be good with the ginger ale. The ginger ale I got is a Canada Dry cherry ginger ale. So that should add something to it. But otherwise, there's not a lot of flavor in this one. I'm kind of disappointed because I was expecting more with something that has this fancy bottle.
Oh, the sweetness come up. The burn subsided some. And the bourbon at the end is a little more pronounced for me.
There's less burn. I'm getting pretty much the same thing I got before,
Mm-hmm.
but the sugar cane note in the sweetness is more a little bit more prominent. It's a little easier to identify.
Mm-hmm.
The wood note is about the same. It's still very light.
Yeah.
Did you get the sugar cane flavor?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That you could
That's where
identify
I'm
the
getting the
sweetness
sweetness
as
from. Sugar
Yeah,
cane.
that's what I thought. Yeah. I can remember as a kid being given, a piece of sugar cane,
Oh yeah, you
You
were
know.
happy for a day.
chewing and sucking on it, and it was. Well, let me go get the the ginger ale, and we'll see how that is.
All right.
I think it's probably going to improve it a considerable amount. Okay, this is the Canada Dry Fruit Splash Cherry Ginger Ale, 0 sugar.
All right.
I don't remember what it cost because I bought it off of Amazon and I got a whole 12 pack of it. It wasn't that expensive actually, as I recall. All right, let's give it about that much. Give it some color.
Try that. Ginger, cherry, and lime juice concentrates.
Well, now it's got some flavor. It's not just the sweet sugarcane flavor.
Oh, that's better.
Mm-hmm.
The burn's gone.
Mostly. A little bit left on the end. But that could be part of the ginger ale too.
Mm-hmm. I taste that artificial sweetener. Lord have mercy.
Mm.
Some nasty stuff.
I don't really taste it that much.
See, I don't.
Yeah,
I
I know
don't
you
drink-
you drink the real stuff.
Yeah,
I try not to as much as possible.
that's got a real chemical taste. Well, to me, of course.
Once you get used to it, it really doesn't taste that
Mhm.
chemical.
I can see that.
And it depends on which sweetener, the non-sugar sweetener they use. Some taste better than others.
Mm-hmm.
Chances are, like most companies, they're going to use the cheapest one they can get,
Yeah.
which is probably Splenda or something like that. I don't know. See what it says. Should say what sweetener.
Aspartame,
Mm-hmm.
acel,
That's
acesulfame.
aspartame. That's the problem.
That's the one.
Aspartame is the worst tasting
Yeah.
artificial sweetener there is. Hell, if I'd known that, I wouldn't have got it. And yeah, in this, I can taste the aspartame.
Mm-hmm.
But this has, since this is not adulterated by and made weaker
Right.
by the rum, it's more concentrated in it. The cherry flavor in the ginger ale is more concentrated.
Right.
So,
It's good with this.
but this is not a review of this.
But it
So-
got one anyway.
It did.
Mm.
I'm not sure it made it better for me. It didn't. I don't know that it made it worse, but I don't know that it made it better.
Well, it took the burn out away
Yeah.
a lot.
A lot of it. Yeah.
That made a good difference to me.
Yeah. That was definitely. That was definitely better. You know what I should have done? Instead of using this, I also have some 0 sugar root beer. That probably would have been better. Maybe we'll try that with the next round.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what are you going to give it?
It's one.
I gotta say, I am disappointed. I'm disappointed. I was expecting a lot more flavor. I mean, you put something in this fancy of the bottle, you expect it to be something special. Well, it ain't.
Mm-mm.
I mean, this might, as far as I'm concerned, this might have been, Bacardi, white rum, Bacardi,
Yeah.
101, except 40% instead. It had very little actual flavor, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, it's just got too much burn.
And it had
But
a
if you
lot of
do
burn.
mix it, it does change it.
Uh,
But
I would give it 2 thumbs for the bottle, but for what's in the bottle, that.
we got one. That's it.
1.5. That's what you get on this one. I am so disappointed. Well, hopefully the next one will be better because we're doing 3 parts to this. We're doing 3 different spirits. We're doing another rum, and then we're going to do a scotch. So stay tuned. This is Spec Ops 56 and the old guy behind the camera, John, saying cheers, John.
Cheers.
No.